Hello, my name is Lou Cox and I'm the Programme Leader for the BA Hons Costume Construction degree programme. So the course primarily focuses on the engineering and construction of costumes. So most of our students will be making costumes. We also focus on textiles, so that will be dyeing, printing and textile manipulation techniques in our print studio. About 20% of the course covers academic research to really underpin your knowledge about characters and the making of costumes. So one of the unique selling points of our course is that we are one of the few universities that have a costume conservation unit. This unit looks at the archiving and conservation of costumes for future generations. We are looking for students who have an enthusiasm and a passion for making costumes, obviously, but also a creative mind, somebody who wants to stretch themselves and challenge themselves in terms of learning new skills, particularly practical skills, as we cover a lot of pattern cutting and a lot of sewing techniques. Learning these skills will enable students to produce costumes to a very high standard, a high standard that is expected in industry. Trips that we have previously done on our course include the National Theatre, of course the Royal Opera House. We've also been to a number of National Trust properties and some local museums such as the Beecroft Art Gallery. To get onto the course, students need to provide a portfolio of work. A portfolio doesn't have to be a black folder of work. We like to think of it as a body of work that shows your creativity and your skills. And it doesn't have to be finished work either. So it could be anything from textile techniques, prop making, embellishment, and obviously pattern cutting and sewing.
I'm Rachel Young. I'm one of the lecturers on the Costume Construction BA Honours degree programme. The course is taught with a unique collaboration with the Royal Opera House. With this, the students get to use the Royal Opera House costume store. There's an amazing archive that's on site with the Royal Opera House collections, and the students get to use that as part of their costume conservation, research and archiving unit. The students also get to use the Royal Opera House costume files that house all of the information about the costume department. Within a costume bible is all of the information that the students might need to help them understand about the show. So there's measurements, there's designs, there's photographs of the actors wearing the costumes, and this is a great resource for the students to see how professionals work and see what professionals produce as part of their job. The students also get to use the Royal Opera House archive, which is on site here in Purfleet, and this houses all of the historical costumes that are important to the Royal Opera House. The Costume Conservation Unit is a unique unit where the students get to look inside the Royal Opera House archive and their collections and talk to the archivists and really understand the role of an archivist and how it applies to them as costume makers. This is a great opportunity for the students to push their skills, to really explore how professionals look at their costumes and to get their work seen by a vast number of people. The course is taught over 2 campuses. One here in the High House Production Park in Purfleet, in the Bob and Tamar Manoukian Costume Centre, a purpose-built centre that houses the Royal Opera House costume store, a making studio of the Royal Opera House, and the studio that the students are taught in that has all of our equipment. We have industrial equipment here, we have sewing machines, overlockers, pattern cutting tables, as well as a number of other equipment that the students can use. We also have a campus in Grays within our Thurrock campus that has resources that the students can use, such as libraries, IT equipment, and another making studio there. Within our Grays campus, we have a print studio which has screen printing and dyeing facilities for the students to use. The High House Production Park houses the Royal Opera House Production Workshop, where they build and make and paint the set for the Royal Opera House. It also has our building and the Backstage Centre. The Backstage Centre is an exciting hub for professionals to come and work alongside our students, and they produce music videos, TV programmes, adverts, as well as a number of rehearsal spaces for professionals to work alongside students from South Essex College.
Hi, my name's Emma Bowers and I'm a lecturer on the BA Honours Costume Construction degree here at the University Centre South Essex. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about career opportunities. In year 3 we look at employability in detail. There's a number of workshops that cover things like resilience and problem solving, interview techniques, CVs and covering letters. We also have a series of scenarios that we get the students involved with, of real life situations and how they're going to deal with certain things like fabric not showing up and fittings getting moved about and having to reschedule your workload around that. We also have a number of guest speakers come to visit us. They give the students an insight into their career journeys and the various paths that there are within the industry. One of our guest speakers last year was the head cutter from the Netflix The Crown, and 2 of our students were fortunate to get placements working on Series 4, which is due to come on our screens very soon. We're all very excited to see what they've been working on. A number of our students have had the opportunity to work at the Royal Opera House, so our some have worked downstairs in the workrooms here at Purfleet, and others at the house in Covent Garden, in the various departments, some in menswear, some in ladies wear, some in revivals. On leaving our course, students will produce a portfolio of work. This demonstrates a wide variety of skills that they can use on whichever career path they wish to take.